Story from the Bible and just make a point. It's just going to be a quick thing, but hopefully be meaningful, because that's what we're after here. So in the Bible, we're told that one day Jesus was on a boat, okay? And he's with his friends, his disciples, and he rides on the boat across the lake, and he gets off. And when he gets off of the boat, he sees there's a naked man, and he's crazy. I mean, he's a crazy naked man, and he's in the bushes, and he's in the cemetery, and he's living in the tombs, and he's nuts. And he's possessed by demons. So Jesus casts these demons out, and he tells them to leave this man, right? But before they do, they beg Jesus, Jesus, don't make us go back into the abyss. So he has compassion on even the demons, right? And he says, okay, so he sends them into these pigs that are over here on this hill. And when they enter in the pigs, all the pigs storm down the hill into the lake, and they all drowned. And the people who were there taking care of the pigs, they started freaking out, right? I mean, that's what they did when they saw what happened. And so they went into town, and they told everyone in town, who then came out to see what was going on. And when they found Jesus there, it wasn't only Jesus who was with him. It was the crazy naked man. They all knew the crazy naked man, right? The possessed man. But he wasn't no longer crazy. He was there, and he was like fully clothed. He was being civil. He was sitting at Jesus' feet learning. And the people were amazed, and they begged Jesus to leave, because they were scared. They didn't understand. And now, of course, the man who was once possessed begged Jesus to take him with him, but Jesus said, no, you go home and tell everyone what God has done for you. When I read that story this week, I started wondering, who was that crazy naked man? You know? I mean, he wasn't just some crazy possessed guy. I mean, he's a real guy, right? I mean, he's a real guy. At one time he was a baby. Someone loved him, probably, hopefully, right? But the people in the town, they didn't know who he was at all, did they? Now, the kids probably had a nickname for him. You know, they were probably scared of him. They probably had nightmares about that guy living out in the cemetery. They had some crazy names for him. But no one knew who he was. But as I thought about it, and I look at you all, and I thought about you all tonight, I realized we're not that different from that man. Because I don't know you. And you look at me and you don't know me. Even the people closest to you, they don't know you. Your mama, she knows you, but she don't know all of you. There's not but one who knows all of you. There's not but one that looks upon you and does not see you like man sees you. Man sees you, and on a good day he says you are awesome. You are so good, man. Man, did you see how good you were? But on a bad day he says you're nothing. He says you're nothing. There's one that sees you, and he doesn't see what you do. He sees not only what you do, but why you do it. Right? We're taught in the Bible that when God looks upon a man, he does not see just the man. He does not see a man like a man sees a man. He sees the heart of that person. He sees not only what you do, but not only the good and bad things you do, but why you do it. He knows the hurt you have inside from when you were a kid. He knows that what you've been through that's causing you to act out and act badly. It's because he understands you like that he's the only one that can judge you. Another verse, last little bit, that really struck me this week is one that's confused me for a long time. It's when Paul said, we carry around the death of Jesus in us so that we can have the life of Jesus in our lives. We carry around the death of Jesus. I've never really made sense. How am I carrying around the death of Jesus? But as I thought about that mixed with this story of this crazy man, right? And I thought about, the death of Jesus, it not only tells us how great God is, it not only tells us who God is, that he would be so great to die for you, right? That's not all. It tells you how great you are. It tells us who we are and who that naked man was. Because Jesus died for you and for that naked man and for me. It tells us not only how great Jesus is, but how precious you are. You are worth dying for. That's who you are. Whether it's a good day or a bad day, right? That's who you are. You're the one God looks at and says, I don't care what you've done. I know why you've done it, and I love you anyway. No matter what, we carry around the death of Jesus, who tells us we are precious. And therefore, with that, we're free. We don't have to listen to all those voices of people who say we're great or we're terrible. we can hear that voice and we're free to live the freedom that Jesus wants us to live. So in carrying the death of Jesus, we live free for Jesus. And may we this week and every day, when we see a cross, that's what the cross should remind us of. That's what the cross should remind us of. It should remind us not only how great God is, but how great you are in the eyes of God. How much He loves you. No matter what you've done, He understands and He just wants you to take His hand.